Who are you when you're not thinking? Who am I when I'm not thinking? This is not a question that you are supposed to answer. It's a reflective question. It's a question that is meant for meditation. It's a question meant for exploration. Who are you when you're not thinking? And then the mind will say, well, I am the same as when I am thinking. Of course, not realizing that you are thinking that into existence. Who are you when you're not thinking? That's not a question for the mind, because the mind is thinking. The mind is the thinking itself. So the mind cannot answer that question. But you are not the mind. Even if you even if you have the feeling that you are almost always thinking, you are most certainly not always thinking. So if you were the mind, then you will cease to exist when you stop thinking. And in a way you do. But that which ceases to exist is not you. So what is left when you are not thinking? Stay with that question. Then the mind will say, this is boring. Starting to think again. The mind fears no thinking. Because the mind does not exist when thinking ceases. But you most certainly still exist when thinking ceases. So what is that? The mind may even be struck by fear, confronted with a question like that, because the mind do not know what to do with it. Of course the mind do not know what to do with it, because the mind ceases to exist when you stop thinking. So my suggestion is that you find a place where you can sit undisturbed and just simply sit down and ask yourself, who am I when I'm not thinking? And then use that question as an investigation. What is here when I'm not thinking? And then remind yourself that you are not looking for a new explanation. You're not looking for a new description. What you are looking for is what is there when there are no thinking. And when you discover, you will be amazed that you were able to overlook it for so long. Don't blame yourself. It's not your fault. Who are you when you are not thinking?